Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome back to some more of our Fallout 4 playthrough here. In a game that I really am enjoying, and I'm hoping you guys are as well. I know there's not many people watching these videos, but I really want to continue on with this, so I'm going to go for it. Now, last episode we did, I apologise, last episode was a little bit disjointed, wasn't it really? But we did end up with a new mission, which was this one, Memory Interrupted. We need to speak to Dr. Amari. Now, it already had a mission called Dangerous Minds, which is exactly the same, talk to Dr. Amari, so we can kill two birds with one stone here with this mission. Of course, the Dangerous Mind one is part of the main storyline, and the Memory Interrupted is part of the Railroad Quest storyline as well. So we'll go into that now. I've already fast travelled here to save you guys the pain of the loading screens. We're in Good Neighbour, in the place where we first met the Silver Shroud guy before. Now, how do we get downstairs? Do we go maybe down here? Is that Nick Valentine? It is Nick Valentine. Oh. Maybe he's here as part of the mission with the main storyline mission. He's here to trigger, is he then?
Let's go talk to Amari.
He is. Okay. That makes more. I thought it was just a coincidence that he was here. Evidently that's not the case. I don't know what's gonna happen here now. What's gonna happen, Nick? She's alive, that's a good sign.
Yes. Wait, I know.
Ooh.
You're on the railroad.
We can take all this stuff. It's not red, I can take it. I need some red away. I'll be with you in a second. Ah, look, we got a magazine. You've collected an issue of Robco Fun. Includes a Grognut the Barbarian holotape game. Nice. Cigar box, some buff out, some more water.
Speak up now.
Don't mind me, I'll be with you in a second. Yeah, I think that's everything we need, isn't it? There's a guy here. Ah, is this the synth? Right, here we go then. Kellogg's brain.
I need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari, but you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Okay.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need
Get a
you to
view,
keep
good
talking
view of what
to
she's
me,
doing.
Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
A lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Is Nick gonna be okay?
Yes, the connections appear to be stable. Hopefully, it'll be as simple as unplugging the implant once we're done. But that doesn't get around the current problem. The memory encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Okay. So this will be similar to the Fallout 3 thing, I think, then.
What I'm gonna see in there?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the medial temporal lobe and not the whole brain, I doubt it'll be cohesive.
Alright. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
Are we going to become Kellogg then, are we? Or which one are we sitting on? Sitting this one. Looks like we're getting ahead then, like, but there we go. Look at Ada, it's the complete beast in the background. Just strutting around. Is it working?
Brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
This has got very Assassin's Creed all of a sudden, hasn't it? It's got very Assassin's Creed all of a sudden. I'm feeling very Assassin's Creed now. Help defend Sunshine Coat. I can't do that now. I'm in a memory pod.
Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
This is pretty funky.
There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
This is very Assassin's Creed. I see some building over there. Is that something's coming into focus?
Remember, you are experiencing.
Oh, I can walk on it.
memories as Kellogg.
I was waiting for it to load. I didn't realise I could walk.
Disorienting at first.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
Can I steal all these magazines?
All 5 states have now signed on, which means that as of this moment, we are all citizens of the new California Republic. I'm sure that's going to take some getting used to for a lot of people.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. It doesn't matter now, though.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days, like before the big war.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop sending you if that's what they're teaching you.
People always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie.
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good...
I was such a dummy back then.
That's the same. I thought it might be different now he's got the gun.
The world worked. I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the
I wish I could skip this now.
NCR and all their rules.
Oh,
But really,
still jump.
I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
There must be something else to see here then, because this is
All that on the radio.
not complete yet then.
All useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
This is pretty a strange psychedelic little trip, this one, I'll tell you.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
No, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know.
Let's put that gun back in his leg.
I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Huh. I didn't get to click on that time. So it's just a case of just watching all these different memories now then. This is a very story-driven episode, this one. I hope you're enjoying that.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
I like this. It's pretty strange, but I do like this. I'm actually really enjoying this part of the game.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
Doesn't seem like a horrible person, really.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you.
And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek with us.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
That wasn't us, was it? A family lives down the creek. He's not talking about us, is he? Is this the point we realise that Kellogg is just a man trying to get by? Or is he actually genuinely a bit of a dick?
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
You simps are freaky.
We do, as you can see.
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Quite impressive.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated.
I wonder what this is.
Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just... I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on the missions.
Me.
This one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Pod C6.
There I am.
Down the hall near the end.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
I don't think he's really as bad as he's all made out to be, is he? By the sounds of it. Looks like he's got a bit of a difficult backstory.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup? I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
I'll relive the opening sequence of the game. There's a fly on the wall. Look who it is.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory, so good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Well, it looks to me then that he must have lost his wife and child. I don't think he's as bad as he's turned out to be. He's a hired gun that...
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Oh god. I've heard about the glowing sea. It's not a nice place to be.
It's gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
Oh, I remember now. He's supposed to look like a mixture of you and your whatever character you picked and your wife, isn't he?
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
That is pretty screwed up.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Is there anything in here that I might want? I can't pick anything up, that's the thing. Are we going back on, are we?
Friends all over, know I'm right. To forget about our
I see. I got really confused on how you get out. So Sunshine Titan's got. We have to go and fix that in a second then. You can hear Ada wandering around everywhere, can't you?
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
I saw Kellogg's life. The man who ruined my family. The man I killed.
That's right. He was a human being just like the rest of us. And he had reasons for being what he was, however cruel. How does that make you feel?
It's tricky, isn't it?
I'm not sure, Doctor.
I don't know if there's any right way to feel, either. We're getting off track. The important thing is that we discovered the Institute's greatest secret, teleportation. The only question is, what do we do now?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil, we need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
It's horrible.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Amari. Let's talk something else though.
Contact H222 was talking about? Just when I thought one person could only experience so much danger in their life. The patient is resting right now. Were you hoping to say goodbye? I don't advise it. He's far past remembering anything about his old life.
He doesn't remember anything?
I'm very thorough. His new life started in a small homestead near Roxbury. That's all he knows now. While you can talk to him, no amount of coaxing can reverse the process. He won't remember you, and he never will.
I didn't get a chance to say goodbye.
He talked quite a bit about you before I administered the anesthetic. I'm sorry you didn't have the opportunity. Now, what's your plan for moving him?
I'm not sure.
We have to use the original route. There's no other way.
That's the plan? I thought you people valued discretion. But fine. I won't argue. The Malden Metro Center is where you need to go. All the Gen 1s there need to be gone, understand? All of them. I'm leaving H222 and his future in your hands. Once he's gone, we never had this conversation. He was never here. Before you leave, take the holotape on the table. It's a personal message, for your ears only.
There's quite a few tables around. Which one is it on? Table.
Who are you?
Table?
Stay back.
Where's this holotape? I know I emptied all the tables out, but I don't even get to go holotape. Where is it then? I've got no idea where this holotape is.
Hey, stay back.
No one cares about you.
Dr. Amari.
Be careful of the radiation. The glowing sea isn't a place to be caught unprepared.
Well, I don't see any holotape. Am I missing something here? Right, let's check all the tables one more time then. So on this table we have a spanner, a tray, some glue, bone cutters. Yeah, there's nothing on there. This is a desk. There's nothing on the desk. See, this is the table. There's nothing on that table, I'm afraid. There's a table over here as well, again with nothing on the table either. So I don't understand. Is that part of the message or the part of the mission? No, it's not. Okay then. So now we can do whatever we want now, then, can't we? So I think what we should do before we end the episode is go to Sunshine Tidings, and we should stop the attack on one of our settlements. That seems like a wise thing to do.
Good neighbor. It's a heck of a
Nick.
town, eh?
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Whoa, is Kellogg's in there?
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
I'll see you around, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me.
I do, but unfortunately...
We should head back to the office next chance we get.
So now they need our help as well. We're not doing too well here, are we? Right, so it's Sunshine Tidings. Let's go back there now before that mission ends and we can get some free XP. And hopefully it's a robot invasion and we can get some new parts. So still need the sentry bot legs. So where are we? So you want to go to... Is it miscellaneous? It is miscellaneous, okay. So I want to show that on map, and let's go and defend Sunshine Tidings. And then we are good for an episode then. That was a very story-based episode, that one. I hope you did enjoy that. I've rather really enjoyed that, actually. It's given us a lot more of an in-depth look about what we're looking at. And I think it was sort of right when it gave you the options of what you could say. I just didn't know what to say about Kellogg. Of course, he kidnapped our child and murdered our wife, but at the same time, it looks like he'd had the same situation himself in the past. He had some sort of problem or issue, maybe even with the Institute themselves. It's difficult to say, isn't it? Right, so what is this? It is junk bots. Good shot in there. Gotcha. Well, let's get these robots. Because last time we started killing them, I started losing body parts. Soltron torso, we don't want that anyway, do we really? Where is it? Up here, isn't it? Okay, I see them. I see them. The way VAT says 90%, then you don't get any shots on it at all. That one's down as well. We've got another Assaultron torso. Is that it? Was that it? Well, okay then. I think we've done quite well there then. We have saved these, and while we're here, should we have a quick look and see if they've got any issues as a settlement? I bet they probably have. All they need is water. We can knock that up pretty quickly then, can't we? That's a pretty simple one to do, really. Resources, water. Let's just put a water there. And there. And there. Is that a vertibird flying across? It is. What's that doing here? So this one is fine now. It's got everything it needs. What is a vertibird here for? It's shooting something. But what is it shooting? That's the question. Can we follow on land, or is it going to fly off now? Has it done what it needs to do? It's gone. No, it's circling back round. I don't know what that's looking for then. Did it come to help us with the Did it come to help us with the invasion, did it, or I don't know. Well, it doesn't seem to be doing anything now, does it, at least? So I think that we'll call that the end of this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. As always, if you have, then please do hit that like button. It does really help me out. And of course, if you are new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well for a lot more of the Fallout 4 playthrough. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.